Two hair stinkers.
We look cute.
Jabab girlies.
Ow.
Listen, let me tell you, hijabis do it the best. I don't care what no one has to say.
Oh my gosh.
I'm a little nervous.
We have a special guest here today. It's a lie.
Yeah.
It's a lie.
Yeah. I know you guys see me on this channel before, but I'm making a comeback for real.
Okay, big announcement. Yeah, do announcement.
Yeah.
We just gotta put this on CNN.
Yes.
We need to let the people know. Fox 26,
Mina
baby.
is back.
CW 39.
And she's here to stay. Period.
Okay. Let's go ahead and introduce ourselves properly, okay?
Yeah.
You ready? Let's do it. Hey y'all. Welcome
back.
Yeah,
Hold on. Okay. Redo. Rewind. Hey y'all. Welcome back to my channel. It's your girl X2 and you watching XOXO Boutique.
I be bringing all these people on my channel and they don't even watch me.
Honestly, I just need to, I don't know.
Shaking my head. So where all the 900 subscribers come from? Because the closest people to me don't even watch me.
I do watch you. I just didn't. I forgot you.
Okay, cool.
My bad, girl.
I guess we'll get her that. Should we get her that?
Yeah.
Anyways, guys, we are back for another episode. I can't believe we're in episode number 6.
Wow.
This is the last episode of the Ramadan series, bro.
Ooh.
And we're featuring you.
I like these. I think you should do them more often.
I do think so too. I definitely want to do it. Maybe start interview other people that are probably going to know.
Definitely.
I would love to.
Definitely.
But I'm excited. I'm excited to have you
Thank
here.
you.
Let me expose you really quickly. So, Mumina should have been on the first episode. When I had this idea to do this talk show, I texted her. Oh, by the way, guys, she's my sister.
Yeah, if you guys didn't know.
Baby sis. This is my baby sis. She gonna be baby sis.
I'm not a baby.
Life.
Oh
it don't matter.
I am 22. I am 22. I am not a baby sis.
She can be 40 and she's gonna be considered my baby sister.
No.
But anyway, this is my baby sister, guys. You mess with her, you gotta go through me first.
Yeah.
So we don't play that. But when I was supposed to be the first person on this episode, I wanted to feature her. When I had the idea, I spoke to her about it. She was down with it. She even gave me ideas. And I'm like, okay, bad. When we gonna record? And she was like, do I have to show my face?
You see, what had happened was I thought it was a podcast until she said, like, I'm a shy person. So I have to mentally prepare myself. So I feel like, I have to get comfortable. And I'm like, okay, this is a comfortable setting.
I get it.
I saw the first video and I was like, this is a really nice, safe space for me. Like, I have to, like, kind of scope the room before I do something.
I get it.
So that's just my take. But, girl, listen, I'm here. So that's all that matters.
You're here, but I didn't finish. And then after that, I said, yeah, but if you don't want to, you can rent a car.
I was thinking about it, but I was like, nah, that's no.
Like, girl, it's the problem.
It's not
your face showing or your voice?
No,
pick one.
I gotta get comfortable.
Okay, but you're comfortable now, right?
Yeah.
So let's get into this video now, y'all. She comfortable, so let's get into this freaking podcast. Let's go, bro. I wanted to tell y'all something y'all probably noticed already. I like to match with my guests. So when they come over to the studio, I like to see what they wear, and then I try to match with them. Y'all gotta go watch the previous video. Look at Amanda's, we were matching. Look at Anita's. Look at Mistura. Look at
y'all matching for real?
Yeah, she wore like brownish. She wore like orangish, nudish, and I wore brownish, orangish.
Yeah,
Me and Anita wore blue. Me and Mistura wore pink, and no, we wore pink.
I like that.
And Mumina put on a jilbab, so I said,
she had to put one on too.
I put mine on. Assalamu alaikum.
You're not serious.
Okay, let's get into this episode, guys. All right, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and do another introduction. I'm introducing
Mumina
to the talk show. This is my little sister. A little background about Mumina is she's actually currently in college. She moved out about 2 years ago, went to university. She stayed home for the first year. It was around COVID time. So a lot has changed for her within moving to university bound, away from family and things like that. So the topic we have here for today is finding myself and love through Allah and Islam. So I'm going to put you on the spot. You picked the topic.
Yeah.
So tell me a little bit more about why that topic? Tell me a little bit more about that.
So I feel like, speaking for myself and anyone else who can relate. Like growing up, especially like being a Muslim, you're just told to do this, do that, and there. So it's just like you have to find Allah, find Islam through yourself. So like even starting from high school, I remember like, I was just like, oh, I want to do this because this look cool. Not that like, I knew I wasn't supposed to do it, but like, you don't have that fear in your heart or like that love in your heart. It's just not, you don't have that like that drive or that motivation. So it's not until I got to college, like I still was pretty much doing what I wanted to do. And then like, I just felt some type of emptiness, like it wasn't no love there. Like I didn't feel love within my religion, myself. Like you love God, yeah, cool. But like, are you in love with your religion? Are you in love with yourself? So I feel like those were questions that was starting to like rise up. And just like seeing like having friends support you too, like friends around you who are on the same journey, the same path, was a very, very big motivation for me. Like my roommate Afisa, shout out to you. Because like I feel like me and her, like we was like during the time when we both was like realizing like, oh my God, like we need to change for better because we're not getting any younger. So it was just like having someone to like experience that self-love with and like finding God. And yeah, so that's why I chose that topic because I feel like we can all relate in some type of way because especially growing up as a Muslim too, you have to find love with Allah and yourself.
Yes, and that's the thing me and Amanda talked about in episode 1. We talked about, a lot of Muslims say, oh, like me, I know I've said it before, I wish I was not born Muslim. And when I say that, I don't mean that in a bad way. I mean that because I know if I was to find it, I will cherish it from the beginning.
Exactly.
That's the thing. Some days I'm even like, I wish I got to experience this and that. Because when you experience things and not feeling like you're gonna get in trouble for it, you will never go back to it because you don't even want it. Exactly. You become more curious when it's like, don't do it.
Exactly.
And you're like, what's over there?
Exactly.
So,
I agree.
Exactly. So I can definitely connect. And I feel like a lot of people can also connect with you too. Like not even religion based. We can even talk about like schooling based. People be like, don't go to nursing school or don't go to pharmacy school. And you're like, what's there? And then you get that pharmacy school and then you want to get out. She's like, it's religion, you know what I'm saying? But if you find it for yourself, you will love it. Like ignoring people telling you, like your mom telling you go to nursing school. You go to nursing school, you don't like it, you leave. Nursing school, for example, could be difficult, but of course, if you're the one that went there by yourself, you would probably find more love for it.
I agree.
But that's amazing. I mean, I'm glad you were able to share that with us. So, Moment, I know you talked about you found yourself in college, right? And you said you had a friend, Afisa, which was kind of on that same path with you. So kind of tell me, like, how did it kind of start? Was it like boom moment, you woke up one day, or was it a small transition? What was it like? What did you notice first that started making you motivated to like, okay, let me get up?
I think, to be honest, it was my dressing, because I didn't dress the best in college, like. And it was just like, how am I presenting myself? That was first and foremost. And then on top of that, like in my accounting classes or even like my accounting organizations, I'm like the only Black girl and then the only Black Muslim. So even from the jump of that, I remember I started wearing my scarves just for those events only because I was like, someone has to represent for Islam because I walked in the room the first day and I was like... But then I was like, you know what? You have to stand out to be different. That's just that. So... I feel like that was first, but even with that, I feel like coming into college, people that I met, they didn't see me like how I was transitioning. So I just like always had that little like, anxiety, like, oh, I don't want to start wearing my scarf, or I don't want to start doing this because they're gonna see me as different. They're not gonna talk to me, just like having those worries in your head, to be honest. And like you said, I feel like what pushed me was like seeing my roommate, like Afisa, like she would get up to pray, like drop everything she's doing, she's praying on time, and I was like, dang, like. What's stopping me from praying? Like, I feel guilty. Like, I feel really guilty. Even though, like, she wasn't saying, like, woman, I get up and pray. But, it's just the fact that, like, you see your friend do it. You're just like, why can't I do it? So I feel like that was, like, a push factor for me. But, like, there's a lot that came into play within me wanting to, like, find love in Islam and wanting to change, And another thing, too, I started listening to podcasts. Podcasts really, really help because I don't like reading, but I rather, like, listen.
Or lectures.
No, I like
you like lectures?
Too. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I like lectures. But like at work, I started working this January, and like I remember I used to like listen to music while I was doing my work, and then one day I was like, let me do something beneficial for myself. So I started listening to like Islamic podcasts. I think like one of the first podcasts I listened to was like putting on the hijab, because like I was struggling to wear my hijab again, even though like I grew up wearing my hijab. It was a struggle. Like it's not easy. So I was like, okay, I need to listen to females who are who are trying to empower me to wear my hijab and stuff like that. So I feel like that was another push factor for me.
MashaAllah, that's good. And I want to say something that you probably don't know. So remember when we went to the gym together and you had AirPods and I didn't have my AirPods? I said, Mom, give me one earpiece. Well, I thought we were about to be listening to Burna Boy or Wizkid. Y'all know what this girl was listening to? Quran during the workouts. Wallahi, that was my first time listening to Quran while I was working out.
Wow.
And ever since then, that's literally what I've been doing. Because I started Quran class around that time. And I'm just like, I could literally be revising my lessons as I'm working out. So, mashallah, like, you're really getting the reward of me listening to the Quran. I really thought we were going to be listening to Burna Boy. We scared. The woman that be having the good I was like, she about to put me on today. Girl, that thing said, rules of life. That you thought
I'm screaming. Nah, but that's honestly working out with like playing Quran or even lectures is very soothing to me. I don't know.
It is. Like when Omar Suleiman lecture came out, like before Ramadan, he had some episode before Ramadan. I was listening to it on my way, on my drive, and then I was listening to when I got to the gym. I was just like, I don't even check the time. I was like, it is very soothing. Of course, sometimes, and even sometimes I even try to mix it up. If I feel like I've been listening to too much podcast and I'm starting to get bored, I switch it up to like Nasheed.
Nasheed, exactly.
Yeah, I switch it up and then I go back and all of that. So I think I'm doing better within my music. I do know it's a struggle for me. That's one thing I struggle with, but that's something that I'm aware of, and that's what I wanted to mention. The fact your awareness is so strong. I feel like I don't know. I feel like Allah chose you. I don't know how to explain it. It's like Allah loves you so much that He made you aware. Because awareness is huge. Even if you're aware of something and you don't change immediately, being aware is such a huge thing. Because a lot of people are blindsided.
That's how you move forward. You have to be self-aware.
First step is being self-aware and admitting and things like that. And some people are blindsided to even awareness. So it's such a powerful thing to have.
Thank you. I agree.
MashaAllah, sister. Okay. So, sister.
Yeah, girl.
You mentioned something earlier, and I'm kind of curious. I want to get a little more information regarding that. You said you grew up wearing your hijab, but it was still a struggle for you. So I want to know, at what point did you know it was a struggle for you? Was it when you went to college? Was it at some point when you were still home? Or at what point did you know? And what were some signs that you were seeing within yourself?
One point that I knew, I feel like during like high school, I was kind of like, throwing it on and off, just playing around with it. But like I still was wearing my hijab. It's just, some days I just wouldn't because I wanted to try it out, And one point that I knew, you said a struggle for me?
Like what was a sign that you saw that you were like, okay, this is starting to be a little hard for me?
I feel like when I didn't feel beautiful in my hijab, like I put it on and I was just like, ooh, like I felt so ugly. Like I promise you, I was just like, nah, like, and that scared me because I was like, I looked at, like, I remember I used to go back to my pictures in high school and I was like, girl, you was rocking this hijab. And it's not until I got to college where, like, I kind of like threw it off. So like even trying to put it back on again, like practice with it, I was just like, ugh, like I didn't feel cute in it. And I was just so sad. I remember I prayed to Allah, I was like, Allah, make me feel beautiful in my hijab again. Because I was just like, dang, like I lost my connection with my scarf. And I had to even try different styles. I did my makeup one night, put my hijab on. Like, you have to make yourself feel beautiful in your hijab. Like, you have to start over from the beginning, cool. But like, I feel like that was just a really, really, that was a struggle point for me, was feeling beautiful in my hijab and feeling comfortable. Like, actually feeling comfortable, I don't mind people staring at me because I'm kind of used to it. Yeah. But I feel like feeling beautiful within yourself because how you feel, it speaks out in the outside. So like, if I don't feel beautiful on the inside, I was just worried about like how, just looking down all the time. I just didn't want to do that to myself. So yeah,
and that's a really, really great point. Because even me, I saw my hijab differently, and it doesn't. I know, of course, I'm gonna say straight up because we're being real on this talk show. I know some people say you're not supposed to show your ears, you're not supposed to show your neck, but I'm not gonna lie. I try those different type of style because it helps me. If I keep tying my scarf in this style with a pin on my head all the time, it's gonna get tiring. And of course, I never want to get away from my hijab, so I try different styles. I do the one where you pin it to the back and you show your earrings. I do the one where you tie it in a bun. I do the one where you do a little thing in the front. Like, I try that, and I know some people have some very, very strong beliefs regarding that, but that just works for me.
I get that.
You know what I'm saying? And I think, of course, one thing we have to remember that Allah literally gives you reward just for trying.
Exactly. And that's what I was gonna say. And an advice I would have is I know like people struggle with it, even like showing half your hair. Like start from somewhere. Like that's what I did. I started from somewhere. You don't have to be the modest hijabi, the perfect person who wears jilbabs every day, single day. Start from somewhere. That's literally what God wants. God wants to see you try, and then ask God to help you. God will give you the strength. I promise you. Like you'll wake up feeling like, oh, I feel like. Months later, I'm looking at my pictures from months later. I'm just like, I don't even work in there. Like, I don't see this person no more. Like, I can't even go back to it because I feel like I had to ask God for that strength. I couldn't do it on my own.
Wow, that's so beautiful. It makes me really teary. No, it really does. Like, I saw all of this. I feel like I was there. Like, I'm aware. Of course, there's things that I know that y'all probably don't know, or even some people that even know you probably don't know. But I saw all of this, and I'm so happy. I told you the other day, I'm really, really proud of the women you become. And to be honest, the woman you're becoming is motivating me to become a better person, a better version, a better Muslimah, because I'm literally seeing you do these things. I'm just like, this is someone, I feel like for you, you have to struggle with it. I personally feel like it's easy for me. I'm not gonna lie. I just feel like Islam comes easy for me, hijab comes easy for me, it's easy for me to practice. But it's like you, for someone that had to fight for it, you literally fought for this. So it makes me kind of like, women do better. Why are you at the gym listening to music? It's enough on, bro. Like, you see your sister do better. So it's really, really motivating.
That's good.
Like, I would never come out here and wear this just vibe on YouTube, girl. Ooh, that's
girl, listen, hijabis do it the best. I don't care what no one has to say. And then another thing too, like, my roommates, Asasu, like, she would be telling me, girl, you look so beautiful in your hijab. Even Ray too, like, they would be telling me, you look so pretty in your hijab. So I feel like people, like, you know, complimenting you, like, it gave me, like, the little boost of confidence that I needed. I was just like, you know what, my friends tell me I'm a bad bee, so I'm gonna act like a bad bee. So
no questions asked after that.
Period.
Okay. Okay, so something that I know about Mumina is a fashionista. She's been a fashionista since she's been a baby, okay? And I really want her to get back on that, but let's make dog for her, because I know she can take us out the hood.
Guys, I'm trying, I promise.
I want her to be famous for her fashion. Anyways. So, inshallah, be able to laugh, okay? Ramadan. So, I know a conversation that we both had before was your dressing. Not even the hijab. You felt like, well, actually with the hijab, you felt like you couldn't really bring up modest fashion with the hijab. So now how are you able to incorporate that? Still be cute and like a cute chick? I know that was a struggle for you back then. Number one, how are you able to incorporate that now? And what helped you? Like, did you look at Pinterest? Did you like what helped you get there?
Truthfully, if I'm being honest, I realized, I think it was even like December, I realized I dress better when I'm modest. I promise you. And then like, cause I would have like mini dresses, skirts like I used to wear in the past. And like, it was cute, but it's not as cute as I pull off these fits, because I feel like, I don't know, I feel like it's just in me from like a little girl too. And then back to what you were saying, like, how do I get my inspiration? From a little girl, like a young girl, especially like when I used to wear my hijab in middle school and high school. I followed like a whole bunch of people on Instagram, even Pinterest, like, you know, hijabis, and I'll be like, ooh, whenever I get older and I have money, I'm gonna dress like this, like this, like this. So I feel like I already had it in me, to be honest. But like dressing immodest, or like, it just, I don't know, it just didn't look good on me, like as well as like dressing modest did. So I don't know.
I get what you're saying. And as a plus size girly, I feel like that's something I personally had to struggle with. I would feel like I couldn't style cute clothes. I couldn't wear what other people were wearing. I just felt like I had no choice but to just wear dresses and skirts. And that's boring. So I know at some point I started exploring and wearing pants and things like that. And of course, you know, our parents gonna say something. They be like, your shape is showing, all of that. But I'm just like, I don't think they understand. Even
they gave it to us.
Yeah, like so it's kind of like, I don't think I understand. Like, I don't feel pretty when dressing in skirts, right? Like, I feel like dressing skirts are for vacation. I don't even casually wear that. So I had to really try to find my style, even though it's pants. I know, like, for example, my dad has this belief of staying away from pants, but it's kind of like, that's what makes me beautiful. Yeah. I'm a plus size girly. I can't wear what most people wear. And honestly, if I wear the same thing you wear, it's not gonna look the same on us. You gonna say something to me, but you ain't gonna say something to you. So I'm kind of like, it's what it is.
I feel that.
As long as personally, I feel like, I know I'm trying to be modest. So as long as I feel modest enough, Allah's the only one that can judge me from there.
Exactly. And that's literally what it is. And you trying to be modest is a step in itself too. Because at the end of the day, we're not meant to be perfect.
We're not meant to be perfect. And it's funny that you said that, because one of my du'as that I say all the time, people feel like it's a little crazy, but I say, Allah, make me among the sinners that you forgive to make it to Jannah. Exactly. Because you know why? I know I'm a sinner. Exactly. We're all sinners. So if we all gonna be sinners, at least make me a sinner that gets to Jannah because you forgave me.
Exactly.
Make me a different sinner by forgiving me.
And truthfully, majority of the people in Jannah are going to be sinners who repented. So like, and that's me. Then what's up?
Exactly.
Like, what's up?
Allah call my name. Yes, ma'am. When I end up going to Jannah for those, I'm here. Inshallah. All of us.
Inshallah.
I'm here. So I know another thing you mentioned was your friends in college and things like that. So I know you said your roommate really, really helped you, but with the transition and the change, do you see any difference in your friends? Like, do you feel like, are you losing friends? Are you gaining more friends? Is the relationship dynamic changing? Or what are you noticing with your friendship relationship as you move on to the next step of your life?
That's a great question. I'll say pretty much all the friends that I grew up with were all Muslims, but for the ones that's like non-Muslim or people that I met in college, they don't treat me different. Like, they still comment on my pictures. They still see me, say, hey, what's up? But like, I remember the time I did wear my hijab again, just like 2 months ago or something. Someone made a comment, like, he was like, why are you wearing this? Like, you don't usually wear your hijab. And I was just like, dang. And it was 2 people. Another person said, another person said, I don't like your outfit. And then, like, I don't know if he was saying it jokingly, but then I was just like, I didn't ask you. And he was just like, I'm just joking. But like, that hurt me because it's just like, I feel like I was trying and I was just like, dang, like, and truthfully, I wanted to go back to like take it off my scarf. I was like, you know what, F it, man. But then I seen this one girl, I don't think you guys know her, Tumi Radia. You guys probably know her, honestly. But she was on her hijab journey too, and I remember like she posted like that TikTok, and I feel like God sent me that sign, to be honest. And she said, alhamdulillah, 1 month journey, and I was like, I have to make it to 1 month. I have to, like, at least 1 month. Cause like that day, I remember at work, I was just crying. Like, I went to the restroom because it was so heavy on my heart. And I was just like, dang, like, I was trying so hard and I was almost there, but like the comments, it was just like replaying in the back of my head. And I was like, dang, like, I don't really feel beautiful. Like, it's hard for me to feel beautiful in my hijab, like, at first. So I was just like, dang, like, this is like, F it, man. I'm gonna just try again next year, type. But then I was just like, nah, like, seeing her video, it pushed me, like, at least make it to that 1 month. And now it's been, a month? I don't really remember. But it's been time, so I'm proud of myself.
That's good. Who is that guy? So I can come get a little pop out.
But I don't think my friends haven't treated me different, to be honest.
That's good. All right. So based on the story that you just shared with the guy and the other friend that made a comment, what place do they get to be in your life now? Is this something that you would confront them about? Is it something that you're kind of like, it's whatever, he probably didn't mean it or whatever? So where do you see them in your life moving forward? Where are you going to put them in your life moving forward in this journey?
Honestly, they were pretty much school friends, to be honest. So like, it's just like, I feel like my time is up there anyway. So I mean, if that's
graduate, guys.
I'm about to graduate. Peace out. So my time is up anyway. So like, I wouldn't confront them. I'm not a confrontational person to begin with. But even if like, me. Yeah, because you're my sister. I do be confronting you though. But even if though, honestly, even if that was like a personal friend, someone who I grew up with, or someone like who I'm really close with, I'm gonna just keep my distance because I don't need that negativity in my life, honestly. Because like, to me, that's just shaitan talking, and I don't need to hear that. You know, like, I need to hear someone saying, oh, mashallah, you do, like, someone who's praising me, so like someone who's proud of me. I don't need someone who's trying to bring me down to like where I was. No. So I just wouldn't pay that to mind. And if anyone in your life is talking you out of changing to be a better Muslim, a better person, you don't need that. Like, distance yourself from them, period. Like,
and that reminds me of a saying that I always tell myself. Some people are just seasonal people.
Exactly.
They're meant to be in life at a certain time. So it's kind of like, you were probably meant to be in my life when I was in my party era or whatever. You're meant to be in my life when I was in my school era or whatever. It's kind of like that era is not over. So the relationship is over. Exactly. Ain't no beef. It's all love. When I see you, I see you. But moving on, So that's what that reminds me of. Peace out. All right, guys. Y'all know.
I want to go.
Every good thing must come to an end.
I don't want to go.
So it's now time to say goodbye to our lovely guests.
Thank you for having me, Muti.
Thank you so much for coming on to the show. But before you go, what advice do you have for someone trying to find themselves or struggling with anything? What advice would you have for them?
I'll say having discipline, self-awareness, and having a circle who is motivating you, like, and someone who is holding you accountable. If you can't hold yourself accountable, find somebody. Be like, hey, so and so, I'm struggling with this. I'm trying to do this. You know, like, someone's gonna listen. Like, that one loved one in your life is gonna listen to what you have to say, and they're gonna keep you accountable. Even if they're not on the same journey as you, if they love you, they're gonna keep you accountable. So
and they don't even have to be Muslim.
Exactly. So if you're trying to be a better person, even working out, simple as that, like having self-awareness, discipline, keeping someone accountable, and having someone close to you who's either on the same path or has experienced it before, you know? So I feel like those 4 things is like, that's what levels you up.
Y'all heard it here from the one and only Momina Adeyemi. Alright, guys, go ahead and do an outro.
What's the outro?
Shaking my head. So you don't even finish the video. You don't start the video. You don't finish it. Can you imagine? Can you imagine?
Wait, how was the outro?
The outro is just thank you so much for watching the video.
Okay.
And then period at the end. You know that.
Right.
Alright, guys. I mean, this is a complete outro for like the whole Ramadan Talk show, to be honest, because this is our last episode. If y'all want us to continue this, if y'all want me to continue this, comment down below. This is definitely something I would enjoy doing. I think the only challenge is actually being able to do videos with people, because I have a lot of friends that are just not in town. Which, of course, I do travel a lot, so I can use that as an opportunity. You know, be a worldwide talk show. That would be, oh my god, y'all. Comment down below, and if there's any other topics or anything I want us to do, let us know. I tend to pick people based off of their stories and pick a topic like that. But like I mentioned, my friends have really, really amazing stories, and I know they would love to share that with y'all. Anyways, guys, if y'all enjoyed this video, and if y'all enjoyed this entire talk show, number 1, get us to 1K subscribers.
1K right now. Like, if you not subscribed, press the button.
We're almost there. We're less than 100 away. Okay, we got this.
Inshallah, by the time Ramadan is over, it should be 1K.
Inshallah, man. But anyway, if y'all enjoyed the video, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Period.
That was